this is Lolly Jeanette, also known as Jeanette C. Welcome to another personal vlog video. Yeah, I've been absent, but it's just life going on. And I just wanted to tell you guys that I am very sorry if I'm not really active. It's just that at the moment I'm really trying to focus on my life right now. And I kind of feel like it's going well, but it's still not well with this dog situation. I guess you can say that I'm in my little transition phase, or like where I am already going to start, because here's the thing. And this is not so that you guys can judge me on this. I mean, I don't know if you guys are going to judge me. I know I've been back and forth, but it wasn't me trying to be back and forth. I was still trying to decide where I really wanted to be. And recently, well, as you guys already knew, I was, I'm in the Netherlands server, and you guys were aware of my previous, and I'm saying previous for a reason, plan to Italy and Netherlands. Well, recently, on the 21st of November, I met a guy through the server named Hachi. I mean, that's his username, so let's just keep that name. So Hachi, he is a PhD student from India. So he moved to Netherlands for he's been living there for 4 years, and yeah, he's a PhD student. So yeah, that's, you guys probably know what PhD is, and I didn't really know. I mean, I've heard about it, but like, damn. And little by little, I started noticing that I think these things are happening for a reason. And I don't know if you guys believe in signs and, oh, well, this happens for a reason and things like that. I'm not trying to be superstitious or whatever, however you want to call it. But, okay. So, you guys are aware of everything that I've been going through. Everything, financial, mental, and all that. I mean, I've been going through a lot. And I mean, even in my past, it's been from the past till this day. I'm still going through a lot of crap. But, I'm still walking. But just because I look okay on the outside doesn't mean I'm not, that I'm okay on the inside. Now, I'm not saying I'm depressed and I'm this and that, but I will get to that a little bit later. You guys are going to love the metaphor that I created. So me and Hachi have been talking, and he has been telling me about the different things. And even in the Netherlands server, I had told them that I wanted to go to Utrecht. I wanted to go to Utrecht, and obviously to the, excuse me, sorry, I had a hiccup. I wanted to go to the university there, which is UCU. And, since I mentioned that I was gonna live there, that I want to, I had somebody tell me if I needed any help or, recommendations, suggestions, or just help in general, then you can always ask me. Not me, but the person that was speaking to me. I forgot the name. But that person was telling me that. And he's lived in Utrecht for a while. And he's still living there. So he's kind of giving me the heads up, like, hey, if you need any help, you can go ahead and ask me. And I'm just like, wow, thanks. Now, I'm not really used to that. People actually coming up, and I'm still like, I still can't believe that I have this other person, Yuki Shimatsu, He's been helping me financially. And even if they're small amounts, I mean, it's still getting me through everything. I mean, like if I want a drink or, I want something for my room, like grounding and stuff, and I will tell you guys about my room in a little bit. I'm able to buy that stuff. And of course, I'm still managing my money. I'm still like saving, and I'm kind of like doing a little spend here, but pull back, a little spend here, pull back. And of course, I've been trying to find other ways to make money. Not that his support is not enough, but it's enough to keep my bank alive, because if it wasn't for him, then my bank would have, they would have shut down, or not shut down, but they would have closed my bank again, and I would have to start over again, which that's not what I want. But back to Hachi. He has been my mental helper, because he's been supporting me too mentally. He has been there. And I told him about, I guess, like a little bit of context, about the things that I go through here, with the dogs and all that crap, and no support here. Just free labor. And I told him, I'd be much happier over there in Netherlands. And he would tell me, like, you can do this, you can do that, and you're gonna be there soon, and you're not gonna have to worry about eating just eggs. And he's very, very supportive, and I've never really had somebody like that ever in my life. I've never been this motivated by someone. And I've lived through a life where I've been manipulated, I've been lied, I've been just everything off the list of how to break a heart, and how to, yeah, with friendships and stuff. Toxic, frick, I can't even, toxicity? I can't. Forgive me for that. But yeah, he is genuinely, and I'm not saying that none of you all are supportive. I'm just saying that, he has been actually around a lot, and communicating with me, and making sure that I'm all right. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm not used to this. It was scary. It's scary. And if anybody, like any of you all, would do that, I mean, like, just like with Yuki Senmatsu, I'm not used to this kind of support, because I never really got the support from anybody, somebody, financially helping me. That's why I kept telling him, if you can't one day, don't feel like you have to. I don't want you to feel like you're obligated to give me huge amounts and stuff. And I say that because it's like sometimes I feel like I'm a lot to someone, or it's just because of that. My past has left me to feel the way I do till this day. I've went through a lot of fake friendships, and being left out. And I mean, that has to be for another time for me to discuss. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I've been seeing a lot more happening in the Netherlands. And I just say that side because with Italy, not really, not really. So, I wanted to also tell you guys about the something that I discovered. Two things. So you guys are aware that I wanted to go for my astrophysics degree and history degree. Well, they have something like that. Yeah, like something pretty much that. It's a 2-in-1 degree. And that's the LAS program in UCU. So that's liberal arts and sciences. And I did not know that existed. And it would pretty much be 4 years. But since I had a failing grade in algebra, I'm gonna have to redo it, which, that's not a problem to me. I'm gonna have to go through that 1 year foundation of algebra, which it's not a bother to me because it's just like going to college, but just going for that one class. It's pretty fine. And another thing that I discovered too was that there's subsidies, and it over there in Netherlands. And even Hachi told me, you don't have to worry because when you come here, they're going to help you. You haven't been working. Because really, I haven't been working. And the income that I'm getting from Yuki, that's not going to count. But that's enough for me to be able to buy my plane ticket. Like after saving so much because of his help, I'd be able to get, and of course, like the little things that I do here. I am planning on redoing my commission sheet. I mean, there's nothing wrong with my commission sheet, but republishing it out there and start getting back to drawing, of course, balancing it with my studies and stuff. I'm trying to set like a boundary here because I'm really getting tired of just what I'm doing is dealing with dogs, and they're draining my energy and stuff. But anyways, he was telling me that you don't have to worry about transportation either, which I already knew that because like I said, I did my studies. I did my research, my research on Netherlands. I don't just choose and pick and all that until I research the details and stuff. I do research before I even consider about the places. And like I said, I wanted to go to Italy, but looks like with everything that I'm starting to see come up to me, like subsidies and then the LAS program and then having Hachi there, it's like, and I mean, even though he's not going to be there at all, I don't think, because I think he was going to move again, but out of the Netherlands. I don't know, but either way, he's been living there for 4 years. So he gave me some good information about, today. Yeah, this year and stuff. And he knows how it's been there and all that. And that's why I'm saying, like, he's been very, supportive, for my mental health. And I'm sorry that, like, my words seem a little, it's just, I've kind of been lacking sleep. Every morning at 4 o'clock, I'm hearing the dogs over and over crying and whining and barking and this and that. 4 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes even, most times it's 3 o'clock. Sometimes it's like 2:40 or whatever, and I'm just like, oh my God. And my mom thinks that, like, yeah, you can sleep during the afternoon, and it's like, yeah, right, that's not how it works. And do I want to sleep in the afternoon? I'm not somebody to sleep in the afternoon. But anyways, I don't want to be venting. But I just thought I'd let you guys know that that is pretty much a confirmation that that's where I'm gonna be. I am going to Netherlands instead of Italy. I know that probably sounds a little sad for some of you, but things happen for a reason. And yeah, I mean, I will still go to Italy. I'll drive over there because I still want to visit. I still want to see Venice and oh my God, and it starts again. And that's another thing too. I'm not gonna have to worry about gazillions of dogs barking in my ear and barking at 2 a.m. in the morning and stuff every single day. And it doesn't help that we have a neighbor that's already threatening to call the cops and the pound. And my mom's over here bent out of shape, and it's like, that's why you shouldn't be taking in more dogs. It's common sense. Why take stray dogs in? They're known for causing neighborhood trouble. Why? You don't need any more. And then, like, she likes to throw that responsibility on me. But like I said, I'm not trying to get into the venting. I really don't want to be venting because I don't want to bore you all. It's just that's what goes on in my life. And I wanted to say that I have been slowly wanting to get to Wham. I haven't discontinued it. I haven't, given up on it or whatever. It's just that I'm juggling a lot of things here. And then, like I said, I'm mainly focused on my life and trying to get out because, it's kind of like walls are closing in and I feel trapped. And that's why it's like I'm lucky to have, or I'm grateful to have, supporters on my side and like financially and mentally, financially with Yuki and mentally with Hachi because Hachi has been there for me. He's the one who's been, giving me things that I've never really experienced in my life. I mean, like I said, I've never really had that kind of interaction with anybody. It's all new to me. It's scary. So, yeah, I mean, I don't call my comic series Philophobia for nothing. And when I say I have philophobia, I do. And just know that's not just for love, but it's friendship too. Closeness and all these things. It's real, guys, because you're looking at one who has it. I don't mean to get personal, but there was a little moment a couple of days ago. It's because Hachi mentioned that it's because I misunderstood. He said that he needed friends. So, why not? But then, like, he was mentioning, he was supposed to meet up with a friend. I'm like, well, I thought, in my head, I'm like, I thought you didn't have any friends. The way you made it seem like you're very lonely and you need a friend. Now, this is not, I don't mind him having other friends. It's just, I misunderstood. And then, like, the second day, he greeted some other person, and I got, like, very teary-eyed, and this is for another story, guys, because I don't want you guys to be, like, because it's already going to be 20 minutes. But long story short, like I mentioned, I've been through manipulation. I've been through, like, everything off the list of how to be a bad friend to somebody else. Yeah. I've been through all that. All in my past. Manipulation, lied, hurt. Same thing with the relationships. So it's philophobia. So that kicked in and I pulled away. I unfriended him and I kind of regretted it later. It was just an act of fear. It wasn't because, I just wanted to be mean and I hate seeing him with another friend. It's because I've been betrayed before. I've been left out. People who made me feel like I was important to them had left me. I had a close friend eventually just pull away from me. And that's why I just stopped talking to her. And, that's why I'm saying it's like, yeah. But anyways, guys, so by all means, with everything that I've been saying, now you guys know what I'm focused on. So focus on life. I'm doing little things like selling my stuff. I know, selling your stuff? Why? Well, it's because, obviously, I don't want to just be relying on Yuki too much, He's giving small amounts for a reason, and it's just enough for me to be able to go through. He's not giving me $100 and stuff. Hell, I don't need him to give me $100. He barely just got a job. you know. That's why I told him, don't worry about it. If you can't one day, don't feel obligated. And then like I mentioned, I'm selling my stuff, but stuff that I'm not even using. Stuff that I'm not even that I don't care for, because think about it. I can't move everything into the Netherlands. So I'm limiting stuff. I've been actually donating to. I have a big bag of donation over here of clothes and stuff. But yeah. So anyways, guys, it's already 20 minutes. So yes, that is the newer plan, and there's no change, there's no nothing, because I want you guys to know that it's a transition phase that I'm going through, and I'm entering soon a new chapter in my life. And I don't want you guys to laugh at me because I'm saying that. I was not really undecisive. I was still, I don't know how to put it. It's kind of like when people try to figure out, or they're in that phase of, okay, I'm in this spot where I'm gonna have to look for work, and I'm gonna have to find myself a place, and yada yada yada. Well, I'm in that spot where I'm 29 years old. I am trying to live my life. I can't just be stuck like this forever, and especially not in this environment. And it's getting worse every day. I can't even say how bad it is here, because it is. And I'm not trying to talk down to my parents, but it is very bad. I don't see my mom giving up these dogs, and I know it's like giving up, and it's like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Finding them homes, because there's pretty much 17 dogs. We already have neighbors that are complaining, and yeah, my mom thinks they're the only problem when she's the problem too. And well, my dad kind of, played a role in it too. But anyways, that is all for now, guys. And hopefully the next video, it won't be as long as this one. It's just, I guess you can just kind of take it as I'm making up for last week, because again, I haven't made a video. For sure I didn't. I know I didn't. Just remembering, I haven't made a video. But I just wanted to let you guys know of last week, and well, just recent stuff. And it is a lot. It is a lot. So yes, I will slowly start, creating the line between myself, and I forgot to mention, I have some trees in here in my room. I got 2 Norfolks, and I got an Elwoody, I don't know. Yeah, they're pine trees. They're grounding, and they make my room feel a little more of a sanctuary, because outside, that's where the dog kennel is. Yep. The rest of the house is unfortunately a dog kennel. But my room is safe from that. But anyways, guys, so I don't want to keep you guys, sitting here and listening to all this. Like I said, I just wanted to let you know that that is my plan now. So I'm going to live in the Netherlands. Italy is no longer the plan anymore. I am going for the LAS program, but first I need to do the 1-year foundation of algebra. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, algebra's not my thing, but you know what? It's gonna be fun anyways. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And right now, I'm still getting financial help, and I have Hachi that's mentally helping me too. And well, this was something else that I wanted to tell you guys. This metaphor. All right. So I am Jupiter. Jupiter probably looks like just a ball of gas with beautiful colors, right? Well, you know that Jupiter, and I'm not trying to be the teacher here, but Jupiter has the great red dot. And I'm sure you guys know what that is. That is a storm that has been forming for many years. So think of it this way. I am Jupiter. I may look all, normal, and I may be laughing, I may be this and that, but on the inside there is a storm. And I'm not saying anger and, lashing out and stuff. No. There is a storm that has been forming for many years. So I am sure you get the point when I compare myself to Jupiter. So I hope you guys like the metaphor of the day. Anyways, not to bore you guys and not to keep you sitting here, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to support me, I would really appreciate it, because just know that you can be a supporter too. You can support me through Patreon. You can support me through just donations like Yuki. It doesn't even have to be a lot. If you want a commission from me, just let me know and I will go ahead and respond to you. But for now, I will see you guys later, hopefully next week. Goodbye.